do something. What up, yo? I'm gonna do something that I haven't did. Now, this video quality may be different because I'm recording on one of my other phones, but I just want to see if it'll work. So I'm probably gonna load this on there. Air Jordan Low Retro Black Infrared 23 Pure Platinum 11 and a half. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I just want to explain the story. All right, you see right there, 150. So you remember when these came out? The new box price for Jordans, 170 for the lows. And these dropped June 14th last year. So that's only a year that went by. You know what I mean? And these was my birthday kicks. They came out 4 days before my birthday. So you got Jordan 11 lows, the infrared joints. Now as you see, 23 is on the back. This is what the bread looked like. You know what I'm saying? It's 23. If I'm correct, I think it's white or it could be red. You know, the Jumpman's on there. The inner sock liner is red. Um, Everything else is basically the same. The reason why I'm only doing this video to explain the reason why I'm getting the bread lows, and it's basically the same shoe. You know what I'm saying? But it's just everything that's opposite. You know, the white bottom, the black, the red go and shit. So the thing with these, the reason why I ended up getting these for my birthday last year, shout out to my boy, you know what I mean? That nigga look out for me in a major way. I had seen these and I was like, well, they come out. So I wanted to see if I can get them. And it was a birthday shoe, you know what I mean? And my nigga looked out for me. You know, shout out to him. I think we both learned a lesson, you know what I mean? When it come to shoes, he definitely made me understand not only like I understood the sneaker culture, but far as buying sneakers. You know what I mean? This new age shit where in my era, you just go to a shoe store, it wasn't no resellers. So not to say that my nigga is a reseller, but you know what I mean? People dibble and dabble, you know, in the sneaker business, sneaker community. So basically he looked out for me. And at the end of the day, the reason why I grabbed these is because the ones that released previously, you had the tuxedo joints. I didn't like them, but this basically the same shoe, except this is black. On this one, on the tuxedo, I think it was white, and this was black. So just reverse it. And then the cherry joints, I really didn't fuck with them. You know what I mean? So when these came out, I was like, I think I kind of fucking want them because it wasn't really nothing else. And when it come to my birthday, if a Jordan out, you know, if I never had it, I'd fuck around and get it. And I think this was the alluring part. This is when they doing all the infrared shit. So, you know, the speckles kind of got me. You dig? The 23 on the back with this hump shit, I didn't really like that. But at the end of the day, it was whatever. You know what I mean? And I like high top shoes, so I wasn't used to a low because at the end of the day, I didn't even fuck with the lows that was in my era. So it came, you know what I mean, time to go pick them up, and I grabbed them and shit. And I was like, you know, it's pretty dope shoe. You know what I mean? Definitely this. What the sad thing is, this was supposed to be originally. It was gonna be the Space Jam lows, but they backed out the last minute, and so I ended up grabbing these. Now, come this year, you know, it was speculated that the Breds was supposed to come out, the Space Jams, the Cool Grades, all type of rumors and shit. But so far, I think we've only seen. I think this will be the first low to release this year, as far as Jordan 11s, if I'm correct. You know, and I was like, yo, boom. Now we get to the story. The reason why I'm getting the Jordan Bred lows is because when I had the originals that came out 2001, 2002, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really take care of shoes back then. I did, but I didn't. And so I had them for so long. And back then when shoes got kind of old, you know what I mean? Like the Bred, you couldn't fuck up no matter what you did with it. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you had to clean was this white part at the bottom. You know, it was a dope shoe. You know, sometimes the fucking uh, patent leather probably bend or some shit like that. But it was a shoe that you could wear every day. So therefore, it goes, you know, years go by or whatever. I finally moved from the Bay Area. So I wasn't really fucking with the shoe no more. I didn't wear it, but I just had it. You know, I didn't keep my shoes in boxes back then. None of that shit. So it would just sit in the closet. And it comes to be like one day out of nowhere, one of my homies, well, my little brother friends, was like, yo, bro, can I rock your shoes. And I really wasn't into letting people rock my shoes and shit like that. And I was like, you know what, they owe. I ain't really tripping. Fuck it, go ahead. You know what I mean? But I want my shit back, bring my shit back. Now, if I would have known what I know now back then, I would have told them no. You dig what I'm saying? Because it's like you live and learn when it comes to shoes. And, the history on the Jordan, I remember all that shit, but I'm not like a Jordan fanatic to where I know everything about every shoe. So I just looked at it as shit. I got other J's that's out. You know what I mean? The Olympic joints was out. The Olympic sevens was out, and hella other shit. And I still had, the Raptors in my closet from high school, Air Force One and shit. So I really wasn't tripping. I was in college buying shoes, so I didn't care. So I let them see them, and time go by, and I'm like, this nigga really ain't brought my, kicks back. What the fuck is good? So I go over to his grandma's house. I'm like, bro, where my joints at? You know what I'm saying? He like, oh, they in the closet. And I'm like, bro, these are not my joints. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, oh, I guess some fool ass nigga took my J's and they had the fucking the bullshit like fake ass ones. I don't know where the fuck they was from. But see, back then niggas used to do shit for girls. So it's like if hella bitches that didn't really know me but just knew of me, these niggas like used to be on some weird shit to where it's just like they want to ask to borrow your clothes and your shoes and shit just to impress some bitch. I don't know. That shit was just weird back then. Whatever. But I'm like, bro, what the fuck, nigga? This ain't my shit. And he like, oh, I guess so and so must have took him. So I'm like, nigga, go get my shit back. You know what I'm saying? And a long story short, let's just say I didn't get the kicks back. Somebody got real hurt over it. Not emotionally hurt, physically hurt over it. I had nothing to do with it, you know what I'm saying? But I guess people on my end didn't really like that. I guess my little brother didn't like that. And I just know somebody got fucked up very badly and nobody ever asked me for shit. So, it is what it is. But I tell people, like, just you don't know somebody, don't just think you can fuck over them because you don't know who they know. But anyway, so at that point, I was like fucked up over it. I could never find them J's. And mind you, this is before all this hype with shoes. And I'm like, yeah, they'll come out again. It's nothing. I grab them again. Years go by, nigga. And if you remember the original date when the Olympic Sevens first came out. So y'all know, I think 2004 or 2005, whenever that was. So that was around that era, that time. And I'm like, yeah, they'll come back out. Boom. Nope. Never came out again. And I'm sitting to this day like, fuck, man, I never did get another 11, and that kind of really fucked me up. And I think that was the case where after I got the Olympic sevens, I was like, you know what? Fuck buying Jordans. And I stopped wearing J's. I didn't buy them no more. Because it's just that you start to remember, you talking to old people you used to know and go to school, like, yeah, remember you had the Bred 11s, like, da 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 da. And it's just like you start seeing them and shit, people on people's feed, and it's like, man, I would have them motherfuckers, and if it wasn't for this asshole. And I grew a lot of resentment, so I cut off anybody that I was like fucking with or affiliated with back then because I thought that was a sucker move. Like, even if they was worn and shit, and they was worn, a nigga could have just been like, bro, let me cash you out for them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they wasn't in the box. Like, I had them for years. You know what I mean? Like, at least 2-3 years. So he could have bought them for 100 because they look just like this. You know what I'm saying? Was nothing wrong with the grip. Maybe probably right here a little smudge, but still they was on point. He could have shot 100 and he could have had them bitches, but they had to do some snake shit. So that's the reason why I'm grabbing the lows tomorrow. You know what I mean? Even if it really wasn't my birthday or whatever, I would still get them because that's why that shoe has significance for me. And it's been a long time coming. Like, I've been trying to find like the high top version, and even when it came out, the hype for the shoe killed it. I had the Bred and everything, but it's just like holiday release. It was rap, sold out like that. So I was like, fuck, whatever. So when it came time for the lows, I was like, okay, that's what's up. Like, I'm on them. I was excited for it. Even when they had the Bred ones come out, it's not an 11, but I still want the Bred one. Couldn't even get that because of the hype. And it's like, damn, in 2010, this shit dropped and nobody gave a fuck. You know what I mean? So that's the little story of why I'm buying them. Because when I seen this box price and then I see the new box price, I was like, wow, it's a low top. I'm paying 200, nigga. It's like, man, whatever. But the reason why I'm really not tripping now, the money that I'm gonna spend on a shoe, I got half that back already, so I ain't worried about that. Like, so I'm not taking a loss. It's like basically if I really look at it, however much they cost, let's say if they cost 180, in my mind, since I got the money back, I only paid $80 for them. So I don't really give a shit. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna look at like, nigga, you paid 180. Nah, I paid $80. You know, because I already got the 100 back. You know what I mean? Wait, 110 of it back already. So yeah, I had to move some shit around and do this and do that, but I got that money back. So that's why I was like not even tripping. Now I just have to wake my ass up in the morning to go grab them because I already know that hype is crazy. Niggas was in the shoe store today, walked in like, yo, you already did the ticket raffle shit, and nigga was like, my boy was like, yep, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? They walked out, look sad and shit. So those would be the motherfuckers that gotta wait until what I think one, because Sheik do their shit different. Up until one or whatever to pick your shoe up, and then whatever left you can come in first come first serve. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really like getting up hella early just to go get some shoes and shit. I wish it was a way I can not get up hella early to go get them, but at the end of the day, fuck it. I'll go grab them and shit. So I'll do a review on that. But ain't nothing gonna change. It's still gonna be me. It's still gonna be the same shit. I'm gonna probably get them, wear them this week, next week, and they go back in the box. Like I don't really give a shit. It's just the part that okay, I have a Bred back in my collection. You dig? Now I could flip them bitches for 280, but I'm not a reseller. I don't believe in reselling. I think that's horrible. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it is what it is. Now, if I seen somebody as I'm walking out the store that needed that size, and he was like, "I'll give you three. Here you go," because it's just like I don't consider that reselling. He really wanted it. That was the last one, and yeah, there we go. But other than that, they go into my collection. So I'll probably do a comparison to which one is better, the infrared or the Bred. I still love these. These shits is dope. But what do y'all think is the best low that came out from 2001 all the way up to now? Like, what's your top three Air Jordan 11 lows? So I'm gonna load this video. Hope y'all enjoy it. That's just a story for the new people, that was wondering about Jordans and shit. Cause I see I put a lot of hip hop shit on here, but I really don't do like sneaker talk or reviews. Oh, and one more thing. It's a pair of Jordan 1 lows that I'm gonna try to grab too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to have two shoes. I don't know if I'm gonna do it though. That's a lot of shoes to buy in one day. Oh, I think I done bought more than one. Whatever. But I'm gonna try to do that. If not Saturday, for sure Monday. If not Monday, at least next Friday. But I gotta have them shits. Them shits to me they dope. You know what I mean? But y'all let me know what y'all think. Other than that, I'm out. Peace.